It's another year here at the Farmington Fair, and I have been itching to come back here and get more money at the quarters table. You know, I feel more lucky this year. I think I'm going to win finally, hopefully. I don't think I will. Anyway, even though this is the same fair every single year, one of my favorite parts about the fair is the hall with all the different vendors and booths that promote their art and their message and their products. So join me today as we go through the hall and take a quick glance to see what people have here. It's your second year here. Yes. I came back and I interviewed here last year. Now, how do you feel to be back here for your second year? And most importantly, what changes or what are some new things that you've done that you've taken notes from last year to try to improve your sales?
I definitely did a mix of old-fashioned candies, mix things around so people have to look at all the tables and not just get stuck on one table. And then I have 35 flavors of fudge here, so more flavors of fudge. And I displayed it differently, so it's more eye-catching for people.
You can say it's eye-catching. Today in politics, it seems much more divided now than ever, especially with election season around the corner. Do you think it's possible for Republicans and Democrats to work together again on certain issues, or do you think it's a lost cause and just people should continue bashing each other like a team sport?
I think it's not a lost cause. I think everybody should still try to work together. It's the only way we're going to be successful in this country.
I think it's possible for Republicans and Democrats to work together. I always hold out that hope. It's lately that the extreme to the right, and maybe even the extreme to the left, won't move at all. But it would be my hope that we could get people to agree and at least talk.
If Trump had the same policies as he does now, but was Democratic, would you still vote for him?
As long as he had those same beliefs. The only thing I differ with him is abortion. I think that's a right of the woman to control. I don't think we ought to be interfering with that. But the rest of the policies, it only makes sense. Everything else hasn't worked.
If Kamala Harris had the same opinions and the same way she stands politically but was Republican, would you still vote for her?
I can't imagine that the Republican Party would embrace her positions and policies, but if they did and she were a Republican, yes, I would.
Okay. What about you?
It's a long shot. If you're just talking about swishing candidates, I certainly wouldn't vote for the other one under any circumstances.
I'm here at B&J Comics, etc. We're seeing that a lot of things now are kind of being more digitized, like NFTs or cryptocurrency. Stuff that are collectibles are being more in the computer realm. Do you think that makes way for more stuff in the physical realm, like what you sell, going to be worth more in the future?
I would think so. A lot of people like to remember back when they were younger and to look at that stuff. And I think when you can physically touch it and look at it and see the condition and everything, I mean, when you see a toy that you used to play with still in a package, you're like, this is so cool, because everyone just opened them up and threw away the packages. And then when you see the packages now and the toys that you used to play with, it just brings back good memories, I think, and just touching them physically really helps.
I haven't seen this place at the fair. This must be your first year, if I'm not mistaken, right?
It is my first year.
That's awesome. You make some spectacular work here. I mean, but when working with glass and doing art with it, what's the biggest fear, or what is something you try to avoid the most when dealing with stuff like this?
Well, you're going to cut yourself, and you need to accept the fact that you're going to cut yourself. You just need to work smart and safely.
Johnny and Friends is an organization that ministers to families affected by disability.
And you guys provide wheelchairs and other stuff? Or?
The main focus of my booth here is for Wheels for the World, is one of our programs, and what we do is we collect mobility equipment, and then it gets sent to detention centers where detainees can volunteer to be trained to restore the equipment. And then we ship it overseas to developing nations, to countries where people have no hope of getting a wheelchair. And we send teams to fit the people into the chairs, and such as physical therapists and wheelchair mechanics. We work with churches to refer people to the churches if they are needing further assistance. And of course, we share the hope of Christ at every level, when I go pick up a wheelchair or in the prison or at the distribution.
Well, that does it here for another year at the Farmington Fair. I want to thank each vendor for having me interview them, and I want to thank you guys for watching. If you're new here and you haven't seen my other videos, please check out last year's Farmington Fair video, and also where I went to the Skowhegan Fair earlier the other month. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks, Farmington Fair, for dealing with me. And I'll see you guys next time. If you're new, please follow, share with a friend. And again, I'll see you guys next time. I'm very tired. It's super hot out. I'm ready to go home. Always remember, Jesus loves you.